This is the second part of my notes series. The stuff I noted down as important that I heard from different audiobooks, podcasts, and so on. I know I should organize them thematically, but I didn't, so they're completely random. And by the way, I recommend making videos if you want to learn or memorize something, because especially if you put text on the screen, by the time you edit it, it consolidated the knowledge. Creative people should find a way to make a living with part-time work or relatively passive income. I do it by being frugal. I really don't need the luxuries. I need the luxury of a lot of free time for creativity. And that is the real luxury, time. Another argument for creating stuff. Mr. Beast said, if you write a book, paint something, or have a podcast, it will feed your soul more than making millions. And he did make millions, so he knows. The problem is that we also have to feed our bodies, not just our souls. And that should be solved with the UBI, Universal Basic Income. I heard arguments against it, that people need to feel useful, as if you are not useful if you do what you love. We are actually more useful doing what we love. Doing what we really want to do, using our talents, being authentic. Even Marcus Aurelius, like 2,000 years ago, said that the most useful thing you can be is yourself. And if you're not forced to spend your time and life energy like making money for food and shelter, you can do your real work, which is what you normally do in your free time, it's your hobbies, your passions. Yeah, the world needs happy and fulfilled people because they tend to be nicer, they have a better effect on their environment in general. And you can only give and share what you have. And you want to share your happiness, not your misery. Also, a creative person will wither, I never use this word, in an uncreative job. I'm currently working as a caregiver. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm never doing an uncreative job again, unless maybe if it's part-time, if it's really well paid. And I don't know if I'll be making videos after my shift finishes, my 3-month shift, because now I need this creative outlet. I don't know how I will feel after. The sooner you get off the wrong train, the cheaper the return ticket will be. So if you're in a situation that you're not satisfied with, leave it as soon as possible. And the point is to pay the lower exit tax. And it's lower the sooner you exit. And that goes for both relationships and work and anything. Either change your situation or, if you can't, accept it as it is. Amor fati means love of fate. Never complain. That requires practice for me. I'm getting better at not complaining. I think what's his name? Stephen Hawking, the guy in a wheelchair with muscle dystrophy, said, if you complain, nobody will want to help you. And if he didn't complain, I don't have a reason to either. Exploiters and manipulators, narcissists, target people who tolerate mistreatment, who don't defend themselves, and who have no boundaries or weak boundaries. I'm currently listening to videos and books about setting boundaries because I do have a high tolerance for bad behavior, which is typical for people who grew up with narcissistic abuse. Environment is everything. If you're not happy with your life, change the people in your life. It's often said as a cliche, you are the 5 people you surround yourself with. And that is truer than you think and truer than I thought. I recently understood it. I never used to pick my friends, and also since I did a different job every year, they were mostly just entry-level jobs, not good jobs, and my colleagues were not the kind of people you can learn from mostly, although there were all kinds of people. And yeah, if I'm more picky about jobs, I'll also get myself into better environments. And that's crucial. Surround yourself with people that you would like to be like. if someone is trying to provoke you, don't react. Stay calm and silent. Don't give them the reaction they want. That's what they're going for. You win against narcissists by staying calm and not engaging, not participating in their game. And that way you don't let them control you. You don't let them control how you feel. Their aim is to upset you and make you feel bad. But this is similar to gray rocking strategy, but it doesn't mean that this strategy is the best choice. It's just an alternative choice to no contact. So if you can completely avoid them, that would be the best thing. If you can completely avoid narcissists and, well, people who make you feel like shit or jerks, doesn't matter how you call them. So just temporary measure if you can't completely avoid them. And every sixth person has strong narcissistic traits. It's not 1%. Maybe 1% have the diagnosis, but most narcissists are not diagnosed because they will not visit a psychologist. Among politicians, there's much higher. There's like most politicians are narcissists. That's what Dr. Ramani said. The point was don't react. Don't react. Just stay calm because they want you to react and don't give it to them. That's what makes them satisfied. That's what gives them narcissistic supply. Your upset reaction. So don't. Take probiotics every day of your life. Most people have damaged gut flora. I'm not completely sure in the effectiveness of probiotics, but I'm sure in the damaging effect of antibiotics. So only take antibiotics if it's really necessary. And many diseases, like some autoimmune diseases, happen because of the damaged gut, permeable intestines that lets the stuff that shouldn't leak into the body and the bloodstream leak, and then the body forms antibodies to that, and those antibodies then attack your organs. Also, most people with thyroid issues should avoid gluten. Gluten contains gliadin, a protein that is similar to thyroid tissue at a molecular level, and this similarity can lead to case of mistaken identity, also known as molecular mimicry. And the studies show that people with Hashimoto's often produce anti-gliadin antibodies, which means they react to gluten, even if they're not celiac disease. So don't be shy to avoid gluten. Don't avoid avoiding gluten just because people don't like people who avoid gluten and are not celiac. Just avoid gluten if you have thyroid issues. It's hard to be in love and emotionally satisfied and blossoming and be sick at the same time. We can't control if we are in love, but this basically means that being happy and content might be the most important thing that you can do for your health and your longevity.